Okay, so the project at hand today is replacing all these parts on this Cub Cadet. This is an older RZT. It's not even marked RZT or TZ. This is an older one. And I'd intended to replace them this year anyhow. I sharpened the blades. But what happened is that lift part had broken off. See how that one's all cracked? So these blades have been around a while. These were, if I remember right, these were those carbide indestructible blades that they're okay. But yeah, so I'll change these parts. And what I did, instead of buying Cub Cadet parts, which would be terribly expensive, is I got this kit from Amazon, this 810, that's what you call it. So I got a new mower blade, a new tensioner pulley, three new spindles, and they look pretty. Spins free. I know some new things don't spin so free because of seals and the grease in them, but comes with a little protector. And here's it's not a 3-pack. It's 3 individual blades. I did buy it on Amazon, but it came from the parts discounter. Let me look at the wear on this. You can see the wear in the corner. See how shiny the thing is? It's had most of the load on the bottom. The thing that caused me to do this is this came loose. And right here, you can see how that cracked, and this is kind of odd shaped. That's kind of odd shaped. I'm not going to get too worried about it. The other thing is I had to replace that wheel on the deck. Now we got this situation. So I'm just welding these on with what I have. It's a 6011 rod, 90 amps DC, and I'm not sure which, if it's positive or negative. I had these little pieces of steel sitting around the garage, had them for 40 years in a box. A friend of ours made them for us for another purpose. Here's the purpose they're going to get used for. Like the other side. Let me show you what I did for the other side.
Here's what I did on the other side. So I took that piece of steel, you can see the outline of it, took that piece of steel and I welded it over the hull. Then I cleaned up the wheel and I welded the metal wheel bracket onto that with a MIG welder. Here are my 12 bolts that hold it on. Now, mind you, it's going through a thin material and it's going into this. Alright? So I'm going to put Loctite on it, and Loctite just fills the gap between the thread of the male side and the thread of the female side. So I'm going to put it down about here. Loctite is an anaerobic liquid. I believe I was saying that right. So what the Loctite does is it will stay liquid in air. When the air goes away, probably used too much. When the air goes away, then it will allow it to cure, set up. So I only put a little on it, only takes a little. Let's go ahead and get them slapped on there.
Let me show you here what the repair looks like on the inside. Okay, if you can see that. Yeah, it's going to fill with grass and rust, but I could weld on it, but it's okay. A homeowner tip. Here's a nut that came off the blades. Here's a nut that holds the pulley on. Guess what? They're the same thing. These spindles do not come with nuts for your blade. And these can be, they're special. You want that flange on there, so you don't want just plain nut. So what you can do to give yourself more life is just take that nut off the pulley off your old spindle. I'm going to use this to touch up a few things. Of course, with this similar to Flex Seal product, why'd I use it? 25% more free, and it was in a box lot that I got at an auction, sent free.
When I took this sprocket off, this is the one that was larger. It had washers on either side of it. So I'm thinking that somebody probably replaced it. See, it's already, it was banged up a little bit. It probably wasn't really cool. But yeah.
There's that. This X10 kit was less than $200. I think it's a good value. Thanks for watching, folks. That's the way I do it.